Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Underneath for Johnson. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On third down, Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Check 15.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. And this is incomplete. Batted away by the rookie out of Kentucky, Lonnie Johnson. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Yes, yes. Jet 4.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready, set. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Double dog. 80 weapon.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Nick Fitzgerald keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Mike 41. We got a wedge that, huh?
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Let's go. Check the flag.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Smooth. 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. You ain't going nowhere. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out.
Now!
On first down, Fitzgerald. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
We've got 25 the mic. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Hey, 25 the mic. We've got 25 the mic. I'm coming for you. You must get it.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And he fires one incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
30 base.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, high 7. 25 the mic. We've got 25 the mic. In your face. Hey, 25 the mic. We've got 25 the mic. Bound to lose one. Hey, 25 the mic. We've got 25. Hey. Ready.
Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Hey, 25 the mic. We've got 25 the mic. Watch the run. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, 25 now.
They'll try and throw for it here. Being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down. And got his man complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 24. Rock it. Check 25. Fire.
Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. To try again after the sack. Fitzgerald. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19.
Go.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Blue draw Corkers.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Able to convert on fourth to bring up first and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll run with Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
At the 6-yard line.
At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25.
Go.
I got one.
Deep grip.
Now Cook running right, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play actions.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
41, Mike, 41. I know he ain't got it. Hey, 4. Hot seven. Here we go. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Zip it. 41. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14, Lions 10.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, but a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw. Fitzgerald, and that's caught by Smith. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 3rd down, Fitzgerald. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, 25 the mic. We've got 25 the mic.
On 4th down, Fitzgerald. The open man is Smith. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
50 plant. Touchdown traffic. Look at me. Zipper.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pull it high. Go.
Again, it's Cook. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Topper! Topper!
Hey, 25 the mic. We've got 20.
Get it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Hey, you got 3.
Hey, Haywood!
Hey, 25 the mic. We've got 25 the mic. It's our time. It's our time.
Ready!
On 4th down, Fitzgerald. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Take the edge. Go.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch that.
22 jet bomber. Hey, exit.
55, Mike 55.
Hey, Zoo.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Yo, go.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
On 4th down, Fitzgerald. He may try and run for this. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
General West.
Check nickel. Check 13.
It's a quarterback sneak. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. A toss to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Hey, Wahoo!
Check Mike. Watch 55. Target. Mike 55. Mike.
Yeah. Hit it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fitzgerald. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Check 31.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease and they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Mike 20. Watch the run. Hey, Mike 20.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. The 30, the 20, 10. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14.
Next to score, Vikings 24, Lions
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Go!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Keep it up, guys. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Go 58's the Mike. Get that quarterback at all costs. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. And we got to get to the ball.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's keep moving.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's complete to Fuller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Come again.
Go.
Come again. Here I come again. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Let's get the
Recon, 132 fighter.
You got time.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Big rip. Big rip.
Off play action. Fitzgerald. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
At 25's the Mike. We're going 25's the Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. At 25's the Mike. We're going 25's the Mike.
Get it ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Fitzgerald. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
At 25 the mic. We got 25 the mic. Here we go, here we go.
Hey, Sam off. Yep. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzgerald. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard
Bravo.
line.
At 25 the mic. We got 25 the mic.
Throwing on 1st down. Fitzgerald. Complete. Smith has it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Hey, my 7. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Go now. 18 games.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Hey. Let's go.
Throwing again. Fitzgerald. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Get ready. Hit it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he stays up. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
60 Pittsburgh.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I smell fear.
Hey, Delta.
At 25 the mic. We got.
Look at me. Zip it.
To throw again. Fitzgerald. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And he is going to lose yardage here. And it's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Matchbox light. Get it.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Nick Fitzgerald, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Minnesota, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.